Hi friends, welcome to my channel Renu's Chat and Talk. If you are new, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my video with your friends and family. Today we do usage of adverbs. How do we use different adverbs? Let us learn today the usage of adverbs. First one, ago, back, long ago. Ago, back, long ago. They all indicate past time. So we always use past tense related to these words. Ago, back, long ago. We should not use present perfect tense. We should use only because they always indicate past time. So we should use only past tense related to these. Columbus discovered America long ago. Long, long ago, there lived a king. There lived a king. Isn't it? We have to go with like past tense we have to use because they always indicate past time. Similarly, ago, ago. I sent a mail. I sent a mail a week ago. I sent a mail a week ago. Okay. Similarly, Columbus discovered America long ago. I saw her a few years back. I saw her a few years back. Back ago, almost like both express the past time, and for both the words we use past tense only, but back is more informal compared to ago. Back is more informal. Otherwise, the two words they indicate, even long ago, they all indicate past time. So we should use only past tense related to these words. Similarly, next one, before. Before also talks about it an earlier time. Earlier time. It also refers to past time. Means past action, before that something happened. Past action, before that, past something happened before that. Okay. Before I became a teacher, I worked as a clerk. Before I became a teacher, I became a teacher, but before that something happened. In such case, at an earlier time. So here also we go with past tense. Before I became a teacher, I worked as a clerk. Similarly, he ended his career as a football player 2 years before you came. Before you came only, earlier than that something happened. Before you came, something happened. He ended his career. He took his retirement. He ended his career as a football player 2 years before you came. Suppose you came in 2015 and earlier than that, 2 years before only, he resigned for, he ended his career. Okay, so in such cases we use before. So before always refers, it means an earlier time, at an earlier time. Okay, something, it refers to past time, it also refers to past time, and we use past tense only related to these words. It's almost equal to earlier, but earlier is a little bit more formal than before. Earlier is little bit more formal than before. Okay, next. Since, just, so far, already, at. Since, just, so far, already, at. When we did present perfect tense, we have come across, we learned all these words, isn't it? Since, just, so far, already, yet. So for all these words, we always take present perfect tense. Means the period in the past, the action that started in the past, and then just completed action. Means some, it has some relation with the started in the past, some relation with the present, then we use present perfect tense, isn't it? Then we use these words, since, just, so far, already, yet. Okay, let us look at the examples. I haven't seen her since January. I haven't seen her. Means from January onwards till the date. I haven't seen her since January. So we use only present perfect tense in these cases. He has just come. Just completed action. He has just come. Okay. Recent, very recently. The action completed very recently. He has just come. Then I haven't received any reply so far means till date, up till now, until now, till this date I did not get any reply. But whenever you use so far, compulsory you have to go with present perfect tense. I haven't received any reply, or I haven't received any mail so far. I haven't received any reply so far. So whenever we are using these words compulsorily, we should use present perfect tense. Last time like ago, before, back, earlier, for all those long ago, for all those words we used past tense. But these words we use only present perfect tense. She has already finished her work. She has means by this time she has completed the work. She has already finished her work. And yet we use for actually negatives, and yet is actually the meaning is same. By this time, by that time, just like already only it means. But only we use in negatives and questions. He hasn't finished the work yet. He hasn't finished the work already. We don't. He hasn't already finished the work. Wrong. He hasn't finished the work means till now he hasn't completed the work. So we always use it for negative statements. Yet we use for negative statements. It is also just like already by this time, by that time only meaning is same, but usage is different. This we use for positive ones and this we use for negatives. And then next adverbs of place like somewhere and anywhere. Again here also somewhere we always use for positive sentences and anywhere we use for negatives and questions. Let us look at one example. Then in that we can understand what is somewhere and anywhere. Did you see my purse anywhere? Did you see my purse anywhere? Then this is the question, isn't it? Anywhere and question we are using. And reply you give, no, I did not see your purse anywhere. I did not see your purse. I did not. So negatives and questions take anywhere. I did not see your purse anywhere. You might have kept it somewhere. You might have kept it somewhere. Positive sentences when you are using go for somewhere, and negatives and questions whenever you use then go for anywhere. Did you see my purse anywhere? No, I didn't see your purse anywhere. um, you might have kept it somewhere. You might have kept your purse somewhere. Okay, so like that in positive and negatives we use somewhere and anywhere. These are adverbs of place. Next, very and much. Next, very and much. When do we use and how do we use them? Very, it is used in positive degree, means it is used in positive degree. It modifies present participle used as an adjective. Whenever present participle is used as an adjective, it modifies that. Okay. First one, it is used in positive degree. Second one, it modifies present participle when it is used as adjective. Then he works very hard. He is very wise. He works very hard. He is very wise. In positive degree, we use this. He works very hard. He runs very fast. In such cases, we use in positive degree. And when do we use as a present participle? When it is used as an adjective, before that we use this very to modify it, to talk more about that. The news is very surprising. The news is very shocking. Okay, the news is very surprising. It is a very interesting story. It is a very interesting story. Then much. Much it is used before a past participle, but in passive form. It is used before a past participle. Much is used before. Here, look at the difference. Very is used before present participle. Much is used before past participle. But when the verb is in passive form, passive verb, and in such cases, before past participle, we use much, and much we use in comparative degree. Very we use in positive degree, much we use in comparative degree. Very we use for present participle, much we use for past participle. He was much surprised at the news. Here you would see the news is very surprising, surprising present participle. He was much surprised at the news, past participle. Much surprised at the news in passive form, was surprised, passive verb it is. So he was much surprised. He was very surprised at the news. Wrong. The news is much surprising. Both are wrong. So before present participle, you go with very. Before past participle, when it is in passive form, you have to use much. He was much surprised at the news. He was much disappointed. When they lost the match, he was much disappointed. Then John runs in comparative form. John runs much faster than Paul. John runs much faster than Paul. In comparative form also we use much. And very much also you can go with very much. Very much is also, he was very much surprised at the news. He was very much surprised at the news. Very much even you use to modify the affirmative verbs like I love melodious songs very much. I love it very much. I love Carnatic music, classical dance very much. I love classical dance very much. I like this vanilla ice cream very much. I like this very much. So in such cases, to modify the affirmative verbs, we use very much. And even here also you can use before a past word. He was very much surprised. To modify, to add much to that word, you can use he was very much surprised. He was very much disappointed. And John runs much faster than Paul. In comparative degree, we go with much. So positive degree, very, comparative degree, much, and present participle before very, past participle before much. Next. To and so. To, it is used actually excess of quality. To plus any adjective or adverb, if you take it, talks about excess of quality, more than required. So always it goes, it is used in a negative sense. To is always used in a negative sense because it talks about excess of quality, more than what is required. The dress is too long. Your dress is too long means longer than what is required. Longer than what is required. Too long. And sometimes we go with to phrase. To plus infinitive also we use. Like he is too poor to buy a car. Means he is so poor that he cannot buy a car. He is so poor that he cannot buy a car. So to whenever we use, it is equivalent to so that not. To whenever to plus another infinitive to use that expression, it is equal to so that not. He is too poor to pay fees. He is so poor that he cannot pay fees. He is too poor to buy a car. He is so poor that he cannot buy a car. So to expression, it is equivalent to so that not. A negative, always it conveys negative. So it denotes excess of quality, more than what is required, and always used in a negative sense. And so we use mainly to make more stress, or make the statement more stronger, or to give more emphasis for the adjectives or adverbs. We use so. The soup is so hot. The soup is so hot. So expression whenever we use, when we want to give more emphasis or to make the statement more stronger, we use it. So we use the soup is so hot. Okay. So these are some of the words we have today. We have learnt only few of the adverbs, the usage. We have learnt the usage of few of the adverbs. I'll continue in the next video also. With this, I'll wind up the session. Thank you for watching my video.